I feel like you should go pro for 1 year. The truth is, man, Mike, I'm telling you, I gotta make a video about this. It's gonna be like a 10 to 15 minute video, because I get asked this all the time, obviously. Like, when are you going pro? When are you going pro? When are you going pro? The truth is, I seriously mean this. I wholeheartedly mean this. This is not humility, by the way. I'm not a humble person. I don't believe I'm super humble. I'm very straightforward. I'm not humble. I don't think I'm egotistical either. I think I know exactly what I'm worth. I think I know exactly what type of grind I've put in and things like that. And the truth is, you don't get to see it because most of these people don't have a platform like me. Most of the people that I'm about to talk about, this number, don't got a platform like me. They don't got 25 viewers average. They don't stream like me. You don't get to see their gameplay like me, right? Because it's not to the public. Public don't get to see it really. The truth is, there's about 100, maybe even 150 to 200 people that are in NA right now that aren't in top 16 that are better than me. Like, and that's not humility, that's just absolute facts. Like, but you aren't gonna know that because most of these people that I can talk about don't have any way to find out how good they are. And then a second thing is that my playstyle, the way I play the game, isn't required and isn't looked for in the pro scene. Number one, it isn't looked for. No one in the pro scene is thinking like, ooh, I love the way a PaLeRider plays. I could get him on my team. I'd love to get him on my team. Like, nobody thinks that. Nobody's looking at my playstyle and thinking, oh man, if we just had, he's the missing piece. He's the missing piece, man. He's the one piece. The Merc and the whole like weird car thing has put a stigma on me that I don't care. Like, the stigma is that I don't care about winning. I'm chilling. I don't actually like, I'm not serious enough to be a pro, which they have a point. The truth is, again, if I wanted to be the best player I could be, I wouldn't be playing Merc. I'd be playing Octane if I thought I could like be a great player. So they have a point when people think that, and when they say that, like about, oh, you know, this guy doesn't even have the like drive or the heart or like anything to do that. And they're absolutely true. They're absolutely right. Like, look at this. Look at the stream so far. You have seen us lose most games. Most games we have played today, we have lost. Like, and it's 100% because I'm having conversations with chat like this, which means like I care about talking to you guys more than I care about playing this game. And that is especially true when I'm not streaming. If I ever play this game off stream, which almost never happens, I have no motivation to play it. Zero. Like, if there's not chat, I will not freaking sit and play this game for more than an hour at a time. Because I'm just like, why am I doing this? Like, what is the point? What am I leading to here? Like, I can't see that anymore. I can't see long term like that when it comes to like playing for a competitive reason. And then again, like there's so, I'm telling you, there is so many reasons, bro. I also went competitive at some point, like 2019, 2020, and it didn't really work out too much, and I kind of hated doing it, like, especially because I wasn't making any money doing it. I've made more money streaming than I would have ever probably made, like, if I was sticking to content or sticking to competitive right now, and I hated doing it. Like, I did it for like a month. I did it for a month, like consistent scrims, playing every tourney we could, playing ranked with each other sometimes, like, and the truth is, after like a month, I was the most burnout I've ever been. And I was like, this is not for me. I cannot do this. So, like, while I do understand being pro helps the content and helps, like, me get noticed and everything, the sacrifice that I would have to make for that, I'm just not willing to do. Nor do I think it would actually even happen. There's a lot of people out there that sacrifice like content and sacrifice maybe having a content career for this whole like competitive dream. Like, I want to go pro, I want to be the best player. Like, and I don't want to throw names under the bus. I always mention Taha though. Taha is a perfect example of that. 70 viewers average, has a really good TikTok, had really good views on TikTok. Like, if he would have kept doing that, kept growing that, he would probably be at 200-300 people. Like, he makes good content. The truth is, though, you don't see him stream very much, and you don't see him make TikToks anymore because that man's off trying to be the best player he can be. Right now, he's making absolutely no money doing it, too. And he's been doing that for like 6 months to a year. So, like, I'm just more realistic. I'm just super realistic when it comes to that. The truth is, it's either top 8 or bust. It's like top 8 or bust. Look at, like, T-Corel. How many viewers does T-Corel get? He's a pro player. There's certain people that are pro players, but if you're not in the top 8 or anything, then like you really aren't doing that. So that's what I'm saying. There's just so many reasons, bro. I'm serious. There's just so many reasons why I don't do that. So that's what I'm saying. It's just like that competitive fire. Like, don't get me wrong, I had that at one point. Like, I had that competitive fire, like the will to be better than every single player out there. The pettiness that comes with it too. Because that's the truth too. You get super petty, like, nah, screw you, man. I'm freaking better than you. I'm better than you. I'm the best player in the game. Like, what comes with that is like some freaking crazy pettiness and like anger and frustration and sadness that like whenever you don't make what you want to make and go where you want to go and you feel like nothing you've done matters. Like, what I'm trying to get at is, again, like that kind of stuff happens to pro players or competitive players. Again, I'm not gonna say pro player, competitive players, and it does even happen to pro players. Like if their mindset isn't right, and I'm just like, I now have that competitive fire, that will to be better than everyone, that grind set, right? That grind set has moved towards making content. It hasn't. It's gone. It's gone when it comes to like playing Rocket League competitively, professionally, whatever. Like now that fire, that will to be better and to grow faster than any, like, you know, that has gone into content, but less anger, less frustration, less sadness when I'm not hitting those things than I ever did. And I think competitive, but my point is, like, they're trying to say, like, you know, if you're pro you can be big, and I'm like, yeah, it's just, it's not worth the anguish. I know I'm good at the game. Like, that's my point. I know I'm just as good at the game as like someone like Spuda or something, you know what I mean? That have good viewers. Of course, being good at the game, like if you're not good at the game, you can make all the content you want, like how I do. It doesn't really matter. Unless you're like somebody that's out here like you, that has like an incredibly good talent to edit or like something like that, then either there's only one of two things. Either you're really good at editing and you have really good ideas, like Sunless Khan, Musty, people like that. Musty kind of has both, but like really good ideas, or you're like one of the best players in the game. Like, you know, there is only those really two options. Yeah. Or you've been here for so long, you've been doing it for so long. That's another thing too. Like if you've just been here for so long, like you're an OG, like someone like Yogurt Stain. And don't get me wrong, Yogurt Stain has the personality for sure. Yogurt Stain's one of the funniest people, like, and most entertaining people that are streaming right now. So like you got to either be like incredibly charismatic, incredibly informative, or incredibly genuine to really like on the entertainment side, or incredibly funny, you know, which I think kind of ties into entertaining. So yeah, man, I hope that helped. I think, honestly, I'm not even joking, I think the possibility that this, like what this conversation that I just had, the possibility that this is going to be that freaking whenever people ask me about why I'm not pro is pretty likely. Like, as in, I've been meaning to make content, I've been meaning to like make something about that whenever people ask me, because that's always a question that gets asked, is why not? Why don't you want to be pro? Why don't you want to be pro? And it's like, yeah. Been meaning to make a video for that, and I think this is it. The truth is, I'm not trying to be pro or anything, Aaron. I don't really mind. I don't really care to be competitive. I'm just trying to do content, man. I'm just trying to be good at the game and make content, man. Truthfully. Everyone tries to hype themselves up and like tell you about like, oh, I'm on this great team. Like, the truth is, I'm not on a team. I don't want to be on a team either. Like, I don't care about that. That's not like where my interests lie. My interest lies in like content, being entertaining. Most people, it's like, it's all about being the best player. And it's like, not really. I'm just chilling. Content creator for a team though? Nah, I wouldn't want to be a content creator for a team either though. I have a video about that on YouTube, about why I don't want to do that. Like, I've been offered twice or 3 times now at this point from a certain level of org, but it's like, nah. Like, mainly the big thing is that when you're a small creator and you're trying to find an org, you're not going to find really much out of it. There's promises from an org, but that's about it. That's what you're buying into, the promise. The truth is, you can't freaking promise anyone that they're going to have a content career, like, or a living off of content, you know what I mean? But whenever you're bigger, it's not about the money anymore. I can tell you right now, whenever you get big enough, like, it ain't even about the money. It's about, like, what that org can do for you that money can't buy, really. Like, experiences that org can give you that money really just can't buy. Or if it could, like, it would take a way longer to get, like, set up and everything. Like, do I want to sign a contract for $200 a month? Not really. I'm not interested in signing like a 1 or 2 year contract for like $200 a month. It's that's not enough money for me to sign something that's ironclad.